So yeah, just as the title reads, 21st century parenting, and I don't mean the act of actually taking care of babies, toddlers, whatever, because that has its ups and downs. But I mean, like today, like millennium, parents raising Gen X or whatever you call it, babies, toddlers, preteens, whatever. It's a strange world we live in right now, very strange. And I think all of us, especially people 30 and below, have a little bit of Nostradamus touch in them. They can kind of predict, how things are going to turn out just by reading, looking at their updates, social media updates, or whatever. I'm guilty. I go on, YouTube and, check out what's trending or whatever. That's my form of social media. And it's just scary. So there's like a ongoing war. I might call it a war. It's not a real war, but, a war of words between, left people, believe in, left type of politics, and these right-wingers. And I've always, leaned toward left, as I stated in an earlier video. It's just, how I see things. I like, the fact of, government taking care of your health care and just, overall stuff benefiting the people. That's what I believe, whatever you call it. I don't know. The right just seems, extreme to me. Anyways, they're just like at each other's throats. You got these two groups, all different titles. There's too many to mention. I don't think I have to mention them because if you guys, watch YouTube and bits of the news, then you know what I'm talking about. And it's just scary, So you're raising kids in this ongoing fight of, fighting different sides. There's so much going on. God forbid if you refer to someone, a different way, then they come down at you hard. It's like, I don't remember this that much, in the 90s. I grew up, between mid and late 90s throughout, all the 2000s and all that stuff. And it just didn't seem that dangerous. I mean, I experienced 9/11, but, even that, it was just a different atmosphere, I think. We weren't so at each other's throats. Like, there was hate groups, but they were still, back there somewhere. They weren't, they didn't have, like, freaking representation now. And, yeah, I mean, they're even coming at, like, freedom of speech, Like, literally, I lie to you not. People, certain groups of people, I'm not going to say who, think hate speech is freedom of speech. I mean, my head just went to, just pop off. So this is what we're dealing with today, 21st century. So that's what's going on. I just don't like the fact that, as my kids get older, they're all this different agendas going to be jammed down their throat. I like people, just picking and choosing what they want to believe in and moving on. If they feel like they have to, explain their point of views, then do what I'm doing. Make a video or, I don't know, have a protest group, non-violent, of course, or whatever, to get your point across. But don't, like I said, everyone, we're all little individuals. You ever see a snowflake? It looks the same, like far away, whatever, but up close, it's all weird, different crystal formations, okay? That's what I'm trying to get at. We're all individuals here. We can all make up our own mind. We're all, grown adults here. And now that, most of us here, where I'm talking to, if you're a parent in this century, it's scary. You got to admit that. And yeah, it doesn't necessarily keep me up at night, but definitely it's in the back of my mind. And you just got to watch. You literally got to have eyes in the back of your head. And I don't want to say censor things, because once your kids leave the house, then it's a whole new ball game. You wish you could kind of oversee what's going on. But, just like us, we learned everything out there. We got some guidance from our parents, and we moved on and developed into who we are today. Were we influenced? But it was, were we influenced by people? Yeah, but, not so much. We took what we needed to and mutated it into who we are today. hopefully the kids of this society, could do the same. And like I said, it all comes down to picking and choosing your battles. I don't think, the world should, revolve around two groups of people, keep warring at each other and saying you're wrong, you're wrong. No, because we're trying to piece together this, crazy puzzle of existence, pass that to our kids without messing up their future. Because I can't really predict what's going to happen, I don't know, say 20, 30, 40 years from now. Like I said, as I opened up, we all have a little bit of, psychic abilities here. We can kind of predict what's going to happen just by looking at, the news. But it's getting bleak. It really is. It's dark out there. And, I don't know. I hope for a good future. I'm hopeful. I'm going to say that, because that's really all I got. That's the only word I could think of right now is hope. And, I don't know what's going to happen, like in the future, because I thought this was the future, and it looks the exact same. But then again, I'm the kind of person who thinks, like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Well, they're trying to fix it, and it's like, oh my God, it's horrible. It's like when a, big multi-million-dollar corporation buys, like, a family, owned place. They just mess it up. That's what's going on right now in this country. Everybody has to be like, this way. You can't turn this way. It has to be, this way or the highway. That's it. And, or, if you think a different way, then you see the other side as like the enemy, and you hate them, and you have all these crazy thoughts, and that affects kids too, because now kids start thinking, well, if he can do it, then I can start thinking negative thoughts. No, I don't know. Guys, just be yourself. That's the best I could say. It's my advice. And yeah, like right now, that's the best I could do, and how I raise my family, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna take what I've learned from my parents, interject some of my beliefs, but at the same time, let my kids just think for themselves, and hope they go on a great path, and just hope whatever negativity they do come across, they handle it really well, because it's scary out there. And I don't mean like ghouls or whatever. I just mean it's society's not what it used to be. It takes itself too serious, and I don't know, it's just it's a very weird situation, and I don't know. I hope things could make a change, a drastic change. Who knows? I don't want to turn this into a political conversation. Like I said, I'm hopeful, and hopefully there's light at the end of the tunnel. That's what I gotta say. But yeah, for your future parents out there, or millennials that are parents right now, like myself, that's what we got to hold on to, our hopes and dreams for our kids' future, and keep fighting for them. And hopefully, everything turns out great. That's all. Whatever influence we could pass on to them, if we could stop the madness that's out there, and I don't know, change, good change. Alright guys, well, that's all I gotta say. It's getting harder now, trying to do these videos. Like I said, life is obviously changing for me, so I can't really, do as many videos as I like to, but when I can, I can. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thanks for listening. Until next time.